Let us begin. सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयः यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमः निर्मत्सराणां सताम् वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम्। श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तक्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। We are in Srimad Bhagavatam, Prathama Skandha, in the first canto itself. There are 12 cantos. We have just started this. We are in the 11th chapter of the first canto. Bhagavan Shri Krishna, the episode or vrittanta that is being talked about is when the war has concluded, and after the war Bhagavan Shri Krishna stayed in Hastinapura, helping and being with all the Hastinapura Vasis, especially the Pandavas, Kunti and Draupadi, and helping them restructure the entire Hastinapura environment. And then, after several requests, he wanted to leave. Then his sister Subhadra came in and said, Bhaiya, please stay for a few more days. And when a sister comes and asks, the brother obliges. So he obliged, stayed there for a couple of more months. And then finally he said, I have to go back to Dwaraka. I have left Dwaraka a long time and people must be waiting there. Having thus announced, took permission from everyone, informed everyone, and they bid him farewell to the outskirts of the city. Bhagavan Krishna went through several Janapada. He went through Kurujangala, then Panchala, then Shurasena, and several towns and cities which were on the banks of Yamuna river, Brahmavarta, then Matsya, Saraswata, Marudhanva, Sauvira, Abhira. He crossed all these different kingdoms, and then he reached by the evening, must have been going at a very fast pace, and in between to stop and meet all these people, uh, shower his love and grace upon all of them. And they reached by the evening to the Anartha Desha, which is on the outskirts of Dwaraka. There was a little lake. There they encamped, and Bhagwan Sri Krishna did his Sandhya Vandana Ityadi Karya, partook his evening food, and then the next day he began from Anartha Desha into Dwaraka Nagari. Could he have continued the journey, finished reaching Dwaraka, so that by evening he could have, taken a proper rest in his palace? More important in there was to never miss the Nitya Archana Puja Vidhi. One of them was the Sandhya Vandana, and those who are in the ashrama kind of environment, they do three Sandhya: Pratara Sandhya, Madhyanika Sandhya, and Sayam Sandhya. Those who are engaged in a busy lifestyle, especially a Kshatriya living a Kshatra Dharma, for them at least twice a day, Pratara Sandhya and Sayam Sandhya. It is not like because I have now activity and work, therefore my puja, archana, sandhya, vandana is neglected. In spite of all of that, what is given a priority is fulfillment of that sandhya karya. The sandhya vandana was done, and then next day morning, after his sandhya vandana was done, he started from Anartya Desha into Dwaraka. So that is where 11th chapter of the first canto begins. Atha ekadashodhyayah. Anartan sa upavrajya vruddhan janapadan swakan dadmau daravaram tesham vishadam shamayanniva. For the Dwaraka people, when they heard Bhagavan Krishna's conch, it was like for their aching hearts, which were eagerly looking forward for Bhagavan Sri Krishna's return, it was like a pleasing, soothing balm. That which we were waiting for, that which we have been informed. I am nowhere close to this, but suppose I'm just taking an example here, okay? Bear with me. Especially during Sundays, on the Chik classes that are conducted in Saket, there is a Balavihar session running. And I try to find the shortest route to reach to the class. Supposing my class begins at 11:30 and I have to accommodate and start to reach there by at least 11:15. 15 minutes, what do I do after I come to Saket? I have to jump across several roadblocks. Some teacher catches me, explains what is happening or what should be taken as action. Then somebody is doing namaskar, somebody is telling about the family. Imagine Bhagavan Krishna, who had not been there in this side at all, going through all these different Janapadas to reach to Dwaraka, of those people that have been eagerly waiting upon him with all love, care and eagerness. So when his conch sound was heard, here Suta Mahashaya goes into a little poetic outburst. He says that when Bhagavan Krishna put that Panchajanya conch to his mouth and blew the conch, it was as though the conch became red in color as though that the pinkishness of his lips transmitted itself to the color of the conch. Actually, the Panchajanya is described as a orangish pinkish hue. So the color of that he's saying is because it has been constantly with the lip of Bhagavan Krishna that it has borrowed that color. And through that, the sound which would ravage many of you in the battlefield. But for the people in Dwaraka, it was not any terrible sound, but it was most pleasing sound, as though a balm applied to their hearts. As soon as they all heard this sound, everybody doing whatever they were engaged in, they immediately dropped all of that puja thali that was in their hand. They lit the lamp with flowers, with decoration, with chandan, kumkum, alankara. They all came down into the streets. Tatropanita balayaha raver deepamivadritaha atmaramam purnakamam nijalabhena nityada. That Bhagavan Sri Krishna, who is Atma Rama, who they understand as their very pulse, as their very core of being, as soon as they heard that he is arrived at the doorsteps of Dwaraka, they all, with eager hearts, jumped up with everything and ran into the streets. Why? Because he was Pitaram Sarva Suhrid. They saw him as the father, the protector, the beloved, the most cherished one. So to find that Bhagavan Sri Krishna is verily back in Dwaraka, they didn't need any other reason. They all jumped into the street. And having jumped into the street, they all did the arati and they did Shashtanga Dandavat Namaskara to Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Whenever we meet our elders, that is what I love about the Sardars community. It doesn't matter where they meet their elders. It is one thing to cherish looking at them. Whether it is in the airport, whether it is in school, whether it is in office, whether it is wherever it is, the first thing that they do as soon as they see their elders is, prostrate at their feet. It is not like, kaise ho guru? Or, hi. No, they bend down and do namaskar. So the entire Nagari, which was eagerly waiting for Bhagavan Sri Krishna, they did namaskar. But what was the attitude that they had when they were doing namaskara to Bhagavan Sri Krishna? Bhavayanastvam bhava vishva bhavana tvameva matatha suhritpatih pita tvam sadgururnah paramam cha daivatam yasyānuvritya kritino babhuvima. Bhavayanastvam bhava vishva bhavana. Hey Vishwa Bhavana, O Bhagavan Krishna, who is verily the expression of this creation. Meaning, you are verily that Ishvara. Vishwa Bhavana is another name of that Ishvara. And you, for us, Tvameva Mata Atha Suhritpatihi Pitacha. You are our mother, father, and the most endearing friend, Suhritpatihi. Not only that, Tvam Sadguruhu Naha Param Cha Daivatam. It is like the same shloka that we all chant every Sunday. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. The same very attitude that they did the Namaskar. And then अहो सनाथ भवता स्म यद्वयम् त्रैविष्टपानामपि दूरदर्शनम् प्रेमस्मितस्निग्धनिरीक्षणानं नाननं पश्येम रूपं तव सर्वसौभगम् अहो सनाथ भवता स्म यद्वयम्. Now we feel that we are not orphaned anymore. Sanatha, meaning that whose chhatra chaya that we look forward for, the protection and the umbrella under which we find that refuge, we find completely appeased, we find completely, our sore hearts have felt relief. And our hearts are filled with whatever you may want to call it. Prema, Asmita, Snigdha, Nirikshanananam. With all that, we have been eagerly waiting for you. Pashyema Rupam Tava Sarva Saubhagam. Our eyes don't quench the thirst seeing you. I shouldn't be comparing it to this song, but Ek baar dekho, hazar baar dekho. The heart longs to see you more and more and more. You are verily the protection of us all in the Vrishnikula. And they describe who this Vrishnikula is. Madhu, Bhoja, Dasharha, Arha, Kukura, Andhaka, Vrishnibihi. These are all several clans within the Vrishni Vamsha that Bhagavan Sri Krishna reorganized and brought them under one unit, under Ugrasena, after Ugrasena had been liberated from the clutches of Kamsa. After Kamsa Mukti was done, Ugrasena, his grandfather, was made the king, and there were several clans. And all these several clans were brought under one rulership, which out of fear, out of anxiety, out of anguish, people had avoided being with Kamsa. They all had hidden themselves, or their ways of life had been completely impacted. But under Bhagavan Sri Krishna, all of them were brought in together. And there is another part of the Smriti Grantha where Bhagavan Sri Krishna's Nityacharya was often described. There, he would say, after this reunification of Vrishnikula was done, he ensured that each one of these Vrishnikula was risen above to become each one a Maharathi. He's not just gathering forces, but also enabled them and empowered them to make it into a formidable force. So the one who had the vision to create such a formidable force and created that unity, you definitely are more than our mother, father, and a beloved. You are that visionary that because of who we are here today in Dwaraka, safe and sound. And we cannot thank you enough for putting us and pulling us through together. There was, like when you listen to the story of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji getting married to Sita ji, whether it is in Valmiki Ramayana or in Ramcharitmanas, it is a clear mention that for the purpose of that particular wedding, there were huge constructions engaged. Huge stages, huge mandap, gopuras and other things were constructed. And that is a temporary construction. But in inviting Bhagwan Sri Krishna back to Dwaraka, there was no temporary construction, because that was a well established. Because sometimes when we see the description and depiction being said that, that was a primitive kind of a village setup or a town setup. No, it was a throbbing, vibrant kingdom that was established. How, and why am I saying this? Gopuradwara Margeshu. Gopura. There were several layers of circular forts that were around Dwaraka, and each one had several entrances, and each entrance had a Gopura, a huge monument with which could allow several rows of elephants to pass in and out, like a freeway, highway. And on that there was a Gopura. Now from that Gopura, there were Kruta Kautuka Toranam. There were lots of leaves, mango leaf Torana. Then there were the plantain plant with the leaves tied. And there were flower garlands running across with beautiful decorations. And people standing there with their Aarti Thali and flowers in there, showering Bhagwan's Ratha with flowers. If you can imagine that Bhagwan's Ratha yoked to 4 white horses, and his Ratha is slowly coming in, and both sides there are people from that kingdom standing and showering several kinds of flowers on Bhagwan Sri Krishna. Dwari dwari grihanam cha daksha kshataphalekshubhihi alankritam purna kumbhaihi balibhir dhupadipakaihi. I'm not making all this up. The description says it very clearly that alankritam purna kumbhaihi. See, Purna Kumbha has become a symbolic gesture. The purpose was, as soon as anybody comes home back, that person, see, today we live in a comfort zone wherein bathrooms, toilets, everything are next to the master bedroom or the bedroom, wherever it is. But that was not considered as safe. Now more so we will understand better than any time else. That is where all the dirt has to be cleaned, Malamutra Visarjana, and that is not to be in the living quarters. That has to be outside. And even into the living quarters, when you come in, the first thing that you do is wash your hands, legs, face, and then step inside. So the Purna Kumbha Jala was, if you have seen the Purna Kumbha, if you have been in Chinmaya Mission for a while, you have seen Purna Kumbha definitely. In the Purna Kumbha, you have several herbs added in, which purify that water, and they are antibacterial in nature. And then you add mango leaves or the betel leaf. That addition of mango leaf and betel leaf creates that antibodies with which soaked in, you wash your hand. It is not 99% virus killed like your Purell says, that kuchik thing. These days we use it all. This kind of a mixture kills 100%. And then you enter in, you come into the house. Then that coconut is supposed to be the green coconut, and you slice it. That water is given right away. It is not like you have come, you must have already finished your lunch, dinner, whatever it is. You don't need water, right? No, that is not the way you, as you first thrust it into their hands, please have. If they don't want to have it, no compulsion. But at least giving wise, it is not done from a miserly nature. In the darb of being pragmatic and practical, that, if they want, they will ask, right? What is a big deal about it? No, that is not called Atithya. Atithya is before they can ask, before they feel compelled to ask, you first give it into their hands. Now, all that put together is in the Purna Kumbha. I'm not talking of the Kalasha Puja. Kalasha Puja has more significance. I'm just talking of the Purna Kumbha. And this Purna Kumbha is given to the Atithya who we respect. But again, there are rules and regulations where who is to be given that Purna Kumbha Atithya. We will not need to go into it. So the Purna Kumbha was offered, Alankara was done, and people were throwing all these flowers in welcoming Bhagavan Krishna. While this was happening, okay, this is the outskirts just before entering into Dwaraka. The scene cuts here. So I take you, pan out and zoom into the palace of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Some of them have to go into the forefront, at the gates of Dwaraka Nagari. Some of them have to hold the fort at the palace. So what happened there? Pradyumnascharudekšnascha Sambo Jambavati Sutaha Praharsha Vegat Shita Shayasana Bhojanaha Shayana Asana Bhojanaha. So whether they were lying down or probably nobody was lying down. Even if they were in that position, or they were eating, or they were doing anything, they left all of it. Praharsha Vegena. It was not like, I had to go again, roll your eyes, and then, what should I be going there? Nothing. They were praharsha. They were eagerly waiting for it. They jumped out. And then, along with several Brahmana who were chanting the Swasti Vachaka mantra, Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam, or Swasti na Indro Vruddhashravaha, Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedaha, Swasti na Starksho Arishthanemihi, whichever were the mantra, Sasu Mangalaihi. And then Shankha, Turya, Ninada, they had several instruments making the Mangalavadya. Mangalavadya, even during the weddings, they have the Mangalavadya where I feel one of the most practical, there may be several reasons, but it is one way to seek attention and say, hey, this is an important occasion. And while doing so, to be pleasing so that they feel welcome rather than a jarring sound. And you can do several ways. This is not a jarring sound. This is not a yuddha ninada, but it is a welcoming sound. And Brahma Ghoshena Chatrataha. So today I just forwarded you all on the group that Bhagavan Sri Krishna had 16,008 wives. Of those, the 8 wives, they were given the Patarani, or the status of a queen. With each one of them, he had 10 sons. The reason I'm mentioning it is Pradyumna, Samba, they were all the sons of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. With these 8, he had 80 children. Just if that family organizes itself and assembles, that itself is a crowd. Now imagine, along with them, there were others as well. So all of these children with the Gaja meaning the elephant, nicely Alankara, and with the Brahmanas, with the Nadya Vaidya, and they in the forefront started towards the main entrance from where Bhagavan Sri Krishna was entering in. Rajamargam, 24th shloka. Rajamargam gate Krishne Dwarakayam kulastriyah Harmyanya ruruhur vipraha Tadikshana mahotsavaha. All the women folk with the Arti Thali, all the Brahmanas chanting the Swastivachaka mantra, all of them came to the Rajamarga. Rajamarga, the main freeway of Dwaraka through which Bhagavan Sri Krishna was going. And he was coming from this side, and this procession to welcome him was coming from the palace side with all his children. And people were seeing this beautiful congregation. How did this all appear in the 27th? There's a beautiful visual image that you can cherish to remember. Sitata patra vyajanairupaskritaha. There was a umbrella, white umbrella, and he was followed by Chamara, which was also a huge white Chamara that was fanning Bhagwan as he was coming. Prasuna varshairabhivarshitah pathi. Several colorful flowers being offered as he walked every step of that Dwaraka Rajamarg. And while all this were pouring down, raining down, how was it appearing? Bhagwan Pishangavasa, Pitavasa, wearing a Pitambara Vastra. Vanamalaya Babhau, he was wearing a beautiful Vanamala. Vanamala meaning it is not made up of one flower or one herb, Tulasi being one of the herbs, that it was a colorful pattern of several colorful flowers and herbs put together, Vanamala. All this, how did it appear? Now if you can imagine, white chariot, white 4 horses, white umbrella. There were 4 people with huge chamara fanning him, and a rain of flowers. He is wearing Pita Vastra, yellow colored silken cloth. And then there is a Vanamala, Mukuta, and then there is. So the description given is Ghano Yatharko Udupachapa Vaidyutaihi. It was like as though all of these came together in one frame. What all? There, Surya, Chandrama, Udupachapa. Udupachapa is what we call as the rainbow. Akhandala Chapa or Udupachapa. Udupachapa is the specific name of a rainbow which is complete. It is not just one streak of it, but sometimes you see a colorful round one. The entire spectrum of it. So such resplendent, beautiful, glowing colors, Udupachapa. Vaidyutaihi, the lightning. So it was glowing like lightning with colorful lights where Surya, Chandra, both in one frame. And that was Bhagavan Sri Krishna on that white horse being welcomed into Dwarka Nagari as soon as he reached the palace. Now the merger happened, that this side of the procession and this side of the procession from the palace both merged, gave way. Bhagavan Sri Krishna's chariot went ahead and they all merged in, and it was the pinnacle of that celebration in welcoming Bhagavan Sri Krishna. And as soon as Bhagavan Sri Krishna stepped down, as he was stepping down, he looked at some, he waved at some, he did pranams to some. He bowed down right on the floor where he was standing when he saw some. And with some, he made some mischievous gestures. But everyone that came there assembled, he one way or the other connected with everyone and uh, thanked them for this welcome. And straight from there, he left and met his parents. प्रविष्टस्तु गृहं पित्रोः परिष्वक्तस्वमातृभिः ववन्दे शिरसा सप्त देवकी प्रमुखा मुदा. See, here is where you get the details, which we just read and we move on. That Devaki Vasudeva, Devaki was one of the 7 wives of Vasudevji. Where did I pull that piece of information from? In the second sentence. See, it is not my job in this Devi group is not just to teach Bhagavatam and go through the story. While you are reading this kind of scriptures of Purana, how do you even understand and decipher the information? Because that is where is several details given. Sometimes when I am in my lecture mode and I am talking and I refer to saying that Bhagwan Krishna and his 80 sons, and suddenly I said, 80 sons? Do we have a proof of it? Are you making it up? No. Bhagavata Shastra, Vishnu Purana, Skanda Purana, Garga Samhita, all of them mention these 80 sons. And each one of them married to who and who is their lineage. And that throws in the light of its authenticity. So here Vasudevji, who one of his wives is Devaki, to whom Bhagavan Krishna is born. But as soon as he reached, what did he do? Parishvaktaha pitroho swamatravihi. He first gave them a bare big hug. Parishvaktaha. He gave them a bare big hug, and then Vavande, immediately after the hug, what did he do? He prostrated to each one of them. It was not like, gathered them all together to one side and did one wholesale Sashtanga Namaskara. No. To each one of them, he did his Sashtanga Namaskara. Vavande Shirasa Sapta Devaki Pramukhaha Muda. To all the 7, including Mother Devaki. So now you get the information, right? Then the mothers were also so overwhelmed seeing Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Ta putram ankamaropya sasne snuta payodharaha harsha vihwalitatmanaha Shishichur netra jair jalaihi. Their eyes were overwhelmed with tears. Why? That is one expression that whenever there is a severe movement here, there is an expression here. A severe movement can happen because of dukkha and because of sukha also. So these were Ananda Bhashpa, not Dukkha Bhashpa. Ananda Bhashpa, the tears of joy. And there is something else beautifully mentioned. Very significantly mentioned, that Bhagavan Shri Krishna, after the Mahabharata war, came back. And when he came back, the mothers, their breasts overflowed with joy, that Vatsalya Bhava was so strong that their breasts filled with milk for him. Can you imagine the intensity of Vatsalya Bhava there mentioned? That after so many days, maybe a year or so, that Bhagavan Shri Krishna came back and their hearts were so full looking at Bhagavan Krishna. So they gave him a hug and Then he turned around and to all his wives. Now, if you remember the message that I had sent, do you remember? So his eight wives, who were the Pataranis, Rukmini, Satyabhama, Jambavati, Kalindi, Mitravinda, Nagnajiti, Bhadra, and Lakshmana. And if you are interested in the names of each one of them, I have posted it to you so you can read the entire list of it. So Patnyav Patim Proshya Grihanupagatam Vilokya Sanjata Mano Mahotsavaha. So when they saw their husband return back safely, all of them were ecstatic and welcomed Bhagavan Shri Krishna. After the wives, then he turned around and met all his children. Tam atmajaihi drishtibihi antaratmana. And all of them from their own places bowed down and Sashtanga Namaskara to Bhagavan Shri Krishna. And thus Bhagavan Shri Krishna came back to Dwaraka Nagari in a great welcome to Dwaraka Nagari. Now, while this happened here, there is the next part. Where is all this going? Is the next part is that who Ashwathama tried killing while in the womb. Now Bhagavan Krishna is back in Dwaraka. So where was Uttara? And how did Parikshita be born? Because that is the connect to our Bhagavatam aspect. Because Parikshita becomes the main Shrota. So that story has to be connected. So that story we will see next week in the 12th chapter of this canto. If I can quickly request our Sushma Joshi Amma to come forward, unmute herself and chant Hanuman Chalisa for us. Sushma ji. I know she's there. Can you turn the video on, Amma? Yes. Can we have Hanuman Chalisa? We can't hear you, Amma.
Anjani Put. Can you hear me now?
Yes, Amma. Can you restart again? Sorry.
My phone was on. जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपी सतिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरण विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ ब्रज और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मुंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप तुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुबीर हर शिवर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बढ़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई। सहस बदन तुमरो जस गावे, अस कह श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारथ सहित अहिसा। जम कुबेर दिखपाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कह सकै कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा, राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्त्र जो जन पर भानु, लीहू ताहि मधुर फल जानु। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि, जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज समारो आपे, तीनों लोक महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है, प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुआरे। अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से ई सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूटहि बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी कौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुर भूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सतगुरु महाराज।
Jai. Thank you. Can I ask Brahmachari Hari? Are you there? Okay. Let me do the 11 times of Mahamrityunjay mantra. Please join me. ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। 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 ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् 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 ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्. Before I wind up, let me just have this opportunity to share that on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, I get this opportunity to spend time with several families that go through the COVID infection and the severity of it. Sometimes one of the family member gets asymptomatic and then the whole family gets, and it just spreads, first 3 days fever, and then by the fourth day it gets to a severity of infecting 75% of the lungs, and it takes about 14-15 days to recover from it. Through all this, when you see as to why it has happened, because we have lived a life without precaution. I would say, please, until we get the vaccine, be as cautious. I hear from the front line, from the doctors and nurses, I hear from them. I hear from those who have gone through it. And lucky are those who do get the opportunity to get the medication on time and get out of it and still trying to recover from it. So we will continue these prayers for you, for your family members, for all of us. So this is not anywhere close to be done with. There is still much more to be done, much more to be faced, and we can face it better. This is one thing that I have kept repeating all through. We can face it better when we ourselves have a good amount of stability from inside out. Prayers help us reach that inner quietude and stability. Once I'm stable, I can provide that stability, support, love, care to family members, friends, and well wishers who have gotten into this. Fortunately, that we are there to provide that for them. And we can do a better job if we are also safe. So that way, we are not the part of the problem to be cared for, but we are the solutions which are caring for it. So please maintain your cautious living and be careful, and please pray. And the last thing that I keep telling, if you need to reach out, do not hesitate to reach out. Even if it is just a text message, even if it is just a phone call, don't hesitate to reach out. We are there, we are going through this together, and we should be able to take care of each other. And that is the only request that I have of all of you. So as and when you find opportunity, please pray this Hanuman Chalisa and Mahamrityunjaya mantra as many times as you can. Now winding up for today. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaः, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet, Asato Ma Sadgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Be safe, stay strong. Hari.